Hello everyone, this is Dartt. Yesterday at Gamescon, the gentlemen at Fatboss sat down with Blizzard's own Ion Hazzikostas for a talk about Legion. I've watched the full 50-plus minute discussion, and this video will go over the relevant stuff without eating up too much of your time. There is a lot of information though, so let's get to it. Right out of the gates, Content Patch 7.1 was announced. The patch is called Return to Karazhan and will be featuring a mega 5-man iteration of that dungeon. A small raid was also announced that caps the Stormheim storyline, and there will be additional content in Suramar that involves the Nightfallen and the Nightborn. Ion said that the reason for this early announcement for the first content patch was that previously promises were made but not delivered on with regard to content patches. He's very confident that this expansion, that promise, will be delivered on. On the subject of the new Karazhan raid, it will be on the level of a 5-person raid with 9 bosses. It will be on a weekly lockout, which separates it from other 5-man content, and it is expected that it may take more than one play session to complete. It was stated that the original will still be available, so don't freak out if you haven't gotten Adaman's mount. You'll still be able to go after it. Mythic Plus will be going live when Heroic difficulty raids start. The first 3 weeks, everything will be closed, then Normal and Heroic Nightmare open, along with the start of the PvP season, and Mythic Plus keystones will become available. There will be a community post coming very soon, the next couple of days, to this effect. It will be like Mists and Warlords raid launches. In the first few weeks, your gear should cap out around item level 850. Then hard mode stuff will become available. It has been confirmed that you will be able to gain a huge item level boost by pushing Mythic Plus dungeons very hard. But it was said that that would be on the same level as doing a week's worth of high-end raiding. One interesting thing that was said was that keystones themselves were put in to combat high-end elitism by a few guilds and cliques within those guilds by effectively putting the key in each player's hands. Right now for Mythic Plus rewards, they cap out at doing Mythic Plus 10, and that will give Heroic Nightmare level gear. But that will grant the class order hall a great cache that you can open at the start of the next week. And you'll get one shot at Mythic level gear. The quality of the reward box relates to the highest level completed the previous week, so you'll need to run this every week for a guaranteed chance at Mythic level gear. Legendaries. They're there to help you tailor your character towards a given situation. Some will work better at raiding, some in open world, etc. But since they're item level 895 and probably for the most part best in slot, you're going to want to take advantage of them. There will be more available as time goes on and more content patches become available. There was some discussion about excess legendaries, about what will become of marginal or perhaps virtually useless legendaries, and there may be mechanics put in to allow you to exchange or break them down for very useful components. So definitely hang on to these and don't destroy the ones you don't immediately need. Artifacts. There will not be a reset button for artifact power to allow you to reallocate yours to another artifact should class balancing make your specialization less desirable. But Blizzard is aware of the investment put into powering these up and will be making much more gentle balancing changes than they had previously. Artifact knowledge should be able to help you out here if need be as a catch-up mechanic. Artifacts may also develop more abilities over the course of the expansion from what they start with. That's something the developers want to look at, what the player base does, and go from there. There was a question about demon hunters and survival hunters, causing perhaps an imbalance between melee and ranged classes in raid compositions. There will be some quality of life additions to the UI to help people track their character visibly in large packs of melee characters. And there will be more encounters that are more friendly to melee types in terms of mechanics. Next up, the expansion launch. Will it be smoother? Ian had said that the server team has done a lot to help with this, but also the expansion was designed to distribute players more evenly throughout the expansion rather than concentrating them in one location, like Frostfire and Shadow Moon Valley. Also, there's new technology that allows for multiple iterations of a location on a single server, so there's not 25 to 30 people all trying to tag the same spawn or interact with the same object. There's been a lot of test runs to make sure a large bunch of players don't get stuck at one point and cause a log jam. Why is there no flex raid size for Mythic raiding? Why is it set at 20 people? The answer Ian gave is that it becomes too difficult at the highest level to balance encounters for players who play at that level. They just couldn't tune it for flex rating that specifically. 10-man balancing is the easiest to compare metrics for, and 20 was just the best logical multiple of that. It's a lot less messy for a 25-man roster to convert to a 20-man or two 10-man groups to merge into a 20-man, as opposed to going with, say, a 15-man format, which would have decimated a 25-man roster or just made it weird for two 10-man rosters. What about LFR tier gear in Nighthold? The thought behind that is that it is to help out normal and better difficulty players achieve their set bonuses. Players aren't going to be forced into Raid Finder to get tier, but it will allow people who've been unlucky to get pieces they are missing, even if it is at an item level downgrade. There was a question about class balance, and it was flat out stated classes are definitely not balanced right now because it's pre-patch. Trinkets, legendaries, artifacts, all of these will have a huge impact. Finally, patch 7.1 should be coming in after Nightmare but before Nighthold opens, and Nighthold will be an early 2017 raid. That sums up the discussion. If this video helped you out, hit that like button. Feel free to share this with fellow gamers, guildies, and whoever else. I'd love to read any comments you have, so please leave those below. And if you haven't, please subscribe. I'll be releasing a lot more Legion content, so don't miss out. Once again, this is Dartt. Good luck, have fun, go kill some bosses, especially those big face-wrecking invasion bosses. Take care, everybody.